Hey leaders, how's it going? I wanted to share a couple of things really quickly with you and give you a very short preview of what we're going to be talking about this weekend in our leader training event that's happening in the block from 12:30 to 2:30 on Sunday right after Collide. And really, it's interesting because there are these times, I promise you, that God just finds these random moments to speak. And there are these times that it just blows me away the way that he chooses to do this. I was this weekend enjoying Thanksgiving, was watching the LSU Arkansas football game. And one of the announcers at one time started talking about the shift in momentum, right? The old Mo is kind of what he called it. You know, the old Mo shifted from Arkansas's side to LSU side. And if you watched the game, you know how it ended up. LSU totally destroyed Arkansas. But I started asking my wife about this. My wife is a high school science teacher, and so I was asking her more and more about momentum, and so she got online and started looking up all these equations and how to figure out momentum, and it's really interesting that this is what she found out, right? This is the actual scientific equation for discovering or finding out momentum. And again, momentum is P. I don't know why, but momentum is found by multiplying mass and velocity, all right? So this, again, this is our momentum, right? This is the old Mo right here. Mass, again, looking at this just from a ministry perspective, mass, let's look at this as our students. And velocity is a force that drives that mass either forward or backward, right? And this, that's us, right? These are our leaders and our home hosts. And we'll throw in our coaches, might as well. They count too. Right? So we kind of represent this velocity that's driving our students forward, right? Now, the thing that's interesting about this whole concept of momentum is that this mass piece typically stays the same, right? We can't necessarily change the mass of an object that's moving in a direction, right? You can't change the mass of a bowling ball or the mass of your car, something like that as you push it forward, but you can change velocity, right? Velocity can go up or down. The greater the velocity, the greater the old Mo, right? The less velocity, the less momentum. And so I thought this was pretty interesting that the more united the force is behind the object, the greater the momentum, right? So if we're pushing or pulling in the same direction, that velocity is going to increase. Therefore, the momentum will increase. But if there's resistance, right? If we're pushing and something else is pulling in the opposite direction, then that velocity decreases and therefore the momentum decreases. And so this kind of ties into what we're going to be talking about this weekend, because the entire theme of our training session, our training event this weekend, is about being united in a cause together. And that cause obviously is for us as we grow closer to Jesus to bring our students into a closer relationship with Jesus. Because you think about it, right? Momentum, it's what continues to carry an object forward. And as we think about, especially for us leaders that as we're leading seniors, I mean, we're getting ready to go into the last semester that we're going to have with these students. And after that, they go to college. What kind of momentum, what kind of thing are we generating that's going to carry them forward as they graduate and as they leave and they go off to school? I mean, for those of us that are leading freshman leader, that we're leading freshman students, I mean, what kind of momentum have we generated that's going to carry them through their high school career? I mean, and obviously everybody in between, the same principle applies. What kind of momentum are we creating? Are we a united force, or is there resistance? Are there things getting in the way? Are there things that we could potentially remove out of our way so that we can be more united? That's what we're going to be talking about this weekend. It's going to be an amazing event, and again, it's amazing the things that God can speak to us. I'm not a scientist. I don't know much about science, but obviously this was something that He just sparked in my brain and sparked in my heart and said, you may want to dig into this a little bit more. So again, I just want to pass this along just to give you a quick preview of what we're going to be talking about. Again, 12:30 to 2:30 this Sunday in the block. If you know for sure that you cannot be there, I need you to let me know. You can either email me or give me a phone call or hit me up on Twitter or Facebook. Just let me know, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. We are going to be recording this event so we can throw it up on a podcast so you can catch up. But again, we need to know how much food we need to get and we need to know how much space we need to plan for and stuff like that. So if you know 100% for sure that you cannot be there, please let me know. Otherwise, we're just going to plan on you being there. So again, this Sunday, 12:30 to 2:30 in the block in the foundation room on the second floor. That's where we're going to be. Just meet over there. If you want to jump into Collide this weekend, we're starting our Christmas series called Breaking Tradition. It's going to be an awesome opportunity for you to connect with your students there. Would love for you to come, and then we'll just jump right up into the foundation room on the second floor and kick off our meeting right after Collide. My plan is I want to honor your time. I want to honor your afternoon. I know Sunday is a great time to reconnect with family, so we are going to wrap up right at 2:30. So we need to start right at 12:30. So please don't be late. Please be there. Make sure you're there. If you're not going to be there, please let me know. That's all I've got for today. Hopefully this may be a good conversation starter for you in your C group this week to go, yeah, what kind of momentum are we generating? I pray for you guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much for what you do, and we'll catch up to you next week. All right.